Welcome to Linkronicity, where your journey and destiny link. I'm Stacey, Kumagai, your linkologist, and I'm here to help you link your life. Today, lovely souls, we are going to address your link to your enlightened pathway. And today's video actually comes to you because of a couple of questions that came over to me at Linkronicity.com about the difference between being awakened versus being enlightened. And I thought, you know what, that's kind of probably a general question that most people have in the collective that they didn't even know that they needed to ask. So we're just going to do a video about it to clarify the communication, because that's what I do. Linkronicity, where your journey and destiny link. I help you understand what's going on in your internal world versus your external world and how to link that together, and what better way to do that with the topic of being awakened versus being enlightened. Okay, so we're going to start first with being awakened through a very, very fun way, through synchronicities. Exactly the thing that actually created Linkronicity. So here's where we're going to look at it. So let's look at your everyday life of what you might have thought were coincidences. Now, I know for some of you, you may be just going about your everyday business and then something happens and you think it's random, and then as you start to see it more frequently, this is actually going to alert you that, oh my gosh, I'm awakened. I'm suddenly awakened. This is happening. It's not really coincidental. And so let me give it to you by way of animal totems. Let's say you're walking to your car after you've gone grocery shopping or running errands, or maybe you're going to your car after work and you see a crow. And the crow may be just a crow walking on the ground instead of flying. Or there's two crows talking or sharing food, or they're cawing, or maybe there's a row of them. Maybe you're being bombarded by them like some sort of Alfred Hitchcock movie. It's not the omen that you think that it is. Crows are actually there to represent judgment and counsel for the change that is going to be happening, that's coming, that's happening soon. And they may be appearing because they're making you question your thoughts of being sure-footed, your thoughts of being able to communicate, your thoughts of being able to, take an idea and put it into action. And crows are judgment and counsel, and they represent that kind of change. Maybe you're walking around and you see a random butterfly, or a dragonfly, or a beetle that's following you, one of those green beetles. They're following you. They also represent change and transformation in a completely different way, to remind you that transformation is on the way, but there may be something more that you have to apply in the terms of trust and understanding the sequence of the things that are happening in your transformation metamorphosis. And that's what they're to represent to you as they fly by, just randomly fly by. But if they're flying by more often, you're going to go, whoa, okay, there's something happening here. Same thing with a bee, or an ant, or a gnat, or a fly, or a duck. Whether you see a rare breed of a dog or a cat crossing your pathway, all of these animals are there to give you messages. If you're seeing them more frequently rather than just randomly, it means you're awakened. Okay? And let me give you an everyday pedestrian example to show you how you might be truly awakened. Let's say you have lunch outside, and the sparrows that come to your table waiting for those crumbs of food, you used to just think, oh, they're just waiting for food. But all of a sudden you're noticing, like, wow, this is happening all the time now. There's something here. And you may just blow it off as something random in your day, but it's not. It may be, pay attention to when it's happening, because it may be telling you that you're having self-worth issues. Sparrows represent self-worth. And so by understanding when they come to you, it's saying, don't just accept crumbs, you deserve more. So if you're having a doubt or a thought that you're worrying or you're anxious about something, check back in with your self-esteem and self-worth and self-love and self-care, maybe even, so that you know that you are nourished and fed more than just crumbs in your life in terms of fulfillment and joy and happiness, and take that forward. If you're seeing a hummingbird, that's a representative of joy. That's to remind you to have joy in your everyday life, even if you think you're just having an ordinary day. And it's to boost your vibration and to raise your awareness of that. So if you're seeing all of these signs, that's an awakening. That's an awakening. Same thing with numbers. For those of you who are seeing the 1111 on the clock, or the 111, 222, 333, 444, 555, all the way up through 999. Those are your angel guides actually speaking to you, for you. When you get to the point of realizing they're not just random numbers or a coincidence, and you understand that those are your specific messages directly for you on your pathway, that's enlightenment. So we've got awakening, oh my gosh, I'm seeing things, versus enlightenment. This is for me. I need to be paying attention. What do I need to be paying attention to? And this is really just to help you along your pathway, to remind you that you're not alone. As I keep telling you, you're not alone, okay? You're not alone on your pathway, and even if you're struggling through some sort of crossroads or dark night of the soul or whatever you're going through in your metamorphosis change as you confront your emotions and your feelings and your circumstances of what is going on as you transition, is to say, hey, we're here to be with you, remind you that you're not alone. And so for those of you who are seeing those numbers on a watch or a clock, or even the numbers in sequence on your odometer, okay, or your Fitbit or wherever, those are messages. And it's kind of like it's like a wink, or it's like a nod, going, hey, we're here, we're with you. And that's the difference. Understanding that it's for you is the enlightenment. So what do we do with this? Okay, you've got the animals and you've got the numbers. There's also different kinds of other symbolism of repetitive messages, things that you're seeing in constant motion. You know, pay attention to those things too, the random things that you're seeing along the way. If you see something appearing more than once, it doesn't just pertain to numbers and animals. It goes across the board, from colors and certain shapes and things like that. Those are all messages too, and even elements. Okay, if you're seeing a lot of water, or if you're having a lot of experiences with problems, like your water heater blew out, or you had a pipe burst, or whatever, that's dealing with the floodgate of emotions that you're feeling, because water is representative of human emotions. All of that stuff, it is all connected to where you are on your journey. And that's precisely what I do through dream interpretation and communicating the messages that are for your specific journey in things that are happening only for you in your life. Because everybody has a little bit of this, but not everybody has it in its entirety, in the quantity that it's happening, with the momentum that it's happening, exactly at the same time. Because as you all know, even though we've all risen to the next level, everybody's journey's on a different level. We've just been asked to rise. So as you come into your own awakening of like, whoa, okay, I've seen this, there's something bigger happening here, to your enlightenment, there's something bigger happening for me to pay attention to, that I need to take action upon, or be wise about, or control, or change, or transform. That's the difference between awakening versus enlightenment, and what you choose to do with it on your journey, on your pathway. So I'm hoping that kind of clarifies the definition in more of a simplistic way to see that everything that's happening around you is not an accident. It's not. None of it is. Because you're here. And you're aware and you're paying attention to it. That's actually showing you your own growth and progress, even if you can't see it. Now, for those who may be struggling and are seeing nothing, maybe you're stuck or you're blocked, this is the time to do some more self-care, to be able to take that into proactive action, to slow down, or to take a step back, to meditate more, or to be still and quiet and not have 25 different things going on with noise, you know, like your phone and your multitasking and whatever, as a lot of humans are doing today with technology. It's really hard to just zero in and focus, and that may also be why, you know, you're being told, you know, slow down or pay attention, because you're not seeing as many signs as maybe other people around you may be seeing, or you're not having things move forward in progression the way that other things are happening. Remember, your own divine timing is your own, again, unique to your own journey and pathway. But how you communicate these transitions with the symbolism and the synchronicities that you're seeing in your life actually can help you understand that things are happening for you. Now, we've talked about things happening for you versus happening to you, so you can appreciate things from a different place. So, what does this all mean, lovely souls? It means for every prayer that you've had, for every wish that you've made, for every, I don't know, genie lamp that you've rubbed, or star that you've wished upon, or magic 8-ball that you've turned over, or whatever your wish processing, you know, little ritual is, whatever wishes you have made and prayers that you've made, they've been heard. And your angels are actually trying to tell you, hey, we hear you, man. Things are going on behind the scenes of Santa's workshop here, and we're creating. And you just have to go with it. Go with the flow and do it. But also, if you're seeing the symbolism of things, it may mean to take action. Okay, so those are things to pay attention to as to what's happening repetitively. And if for those of you needing clarity on that communication that's happening from the other side, I can help you do that. So be sure to go to Linkronicity.com and drop me a question or go hit me up on social media, and I can help clarify for you further on that part of your journey. So as you take a look around today, pay attention, be awakened, and then later be enlightened, and see that everything is happening for your highest, greatest good and your best life. I'm Stacey Kumagai, your Linkologist, here to help you link your life. Be sure to follow me on Twitter or Facebook, Linkronicity, blogspot.com, and go to Linkronicity.com for private coaching sessions. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, awakened day in your enlightenment state for your pathway.